Hi my love, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another video. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome, and if you're an old one, thank you for sticking with me. And if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel, turn off your notification bell so you know when I post new video. And in today's video, we'll be learning how to make this baggy pant Ankara. This is very trendy and easy to make. So if you're interested in learning how to make this, please keep on watching and let's get down to the video. Hey guys, so in today's video I'll be using two prints of Ankara and they are nothing less than 3.5 inches. So the first thing I did was just to mark my hip measurement from that line, and I'm going to add extra 5 inches. This is going to serve as the ease because we need it to be very free due to the elastic. So I'm going to go ahead to mark that line, and from that line I'm going to measure how much of elastic that I needed, and I'm going to put it there, which is 1.5, and I'm going to go ahead to extend my hip measurement by 9 inch and also my crotch measurement by 13.5. This is for my high waist pant, guys. So what I did is I'm going to use the same measurements that I have there. My hip measurement was 5 inch. I'm going to place it here, and I'm going to connect from that hip measurement, and I'm going to do the same thing from my crotch length, and I'm going to connect those lines like you see me doing. So just do the same thing on your own pattern or on your fabric. So in getting my crotch extension, what I did was just to divide my hip by 4 and also divide it by 4, and whatever you have there, just put it there. So for me, I have 2.7. I'm going to just connect those lines like you see me doing here. So in the hair with curving it like you see me doing here, this is quite easy. You can use your hand or you can use a curve ruler. So the next thing I did from that point, I also went in by 1/2 inch. This it's optional. You can go with that or you can do this. This also helps your fabric to lap properly. And the next thing I did was just to take the measurements that I have from that end. I'm going to take it down to the ankle line, and I'm going to put the exact measurement there, and I'm going to just connect those lines like you see me do. So what I'm going to do is to connect it from this crotch down to that ankle point. So this, so go ahead and do the same, connect your line like so. So the next thing I did for the front pattern is just to take off like 1/2 inch from this other part. Like I said, taking off this 1/2 inch on both sides is optional. I'll also go ahead to mark my hip measurement from that end, and I'm going to curve that part like you see me doing. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut this out like so. So I'm going to go ahead to take the front and place to cut the back pants. But first of all, I went in with 1 inch, and I'm going to curve that line in the front part like so. So you can just go ahead and do the same for your own pants. And I placed only one pair of the front pattern, so that's why I didn't cut it. So what I did was just to go in by 2 inch on this part. Like I went in 2 inch on the parts that you're seeing here, the side of my back. I went in by 2 inch, and I marked those lines like so. And from that part where we are going to cut off, I'm going to set my pants, my tape there to mark 2 inch as well. This will also enable our pant to sit properly from that end. And I'm just going to go ahead to connect those lines like you see me doing here. I'm going to curve those lines like so. This is quite easy, guys. This is just it. We are literally almost done with the making of this pattern. I'm going to go ahead to curve that part like you see me doing here. So this is for the back of pants. So the next thing I did was just to mark 2 inches there, and I'm going to connect those lines, and I'm going to cut off like so. So this is it, guys. So what I did was just to set the back part aside, and I'm going to place my fronts together in order to cut that part. So the next thing we're going to do now, since we've already cut it, I'm going to go ahead to mark 1 inch on that end. And I'm going to, from that 1 inch, I'm going to measure out 6 inches in order to create my pocket. And I'm going to mark that line like so. Mind you, the front and the back is placed together by the side. I'm going to mark 6 inch. I'm going to notch from that end. This is where I'm going to put my pocket. So in making the pocket, what I did was just to fold this fabric in 4 places. So this is cutting like in 4 pieces, and I just use my hand to curve that line like so. So you can just do the same. The length in which I used was just 10 to 11 inches and I also went in with the same amount that I marked out, which is 6 inch, and I curved like so. I'm going to go ahead to cut this pocket. This is quite easy. You can slow down for you to understand this better. So I'll just go ahead to cut this out like a symmetry. So the next thing I'm going to do is to place this right side facing each other on those parts where we notched my pants. I'm gonna just place right side facing the right side, and I'm just going to go ahead to sew each and every one of these, and I'm showing you guys what we have afterwards. So this is after I'm done sewing and top stitching on this. This is quite easy, and I gave it a good press. This is what I have, guys. So I've gone ahead to sew that part, my pockets, in each and every one of the pieces. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to sew in those crotch areas. I'm going to go ahead to sew in with 1/2 inch on both sides, both the front pants and the back pants. And this is what we have, guys. So I'll also go ahead to join those parts together, the side. I'm gonna join the side together. I'm gonna pin the side together, sides together of my front and back pants, right side facing each other, and I'm going to go ahead to pin those parts like so, and I'm gonna sew like you see me doing in this video. So just go ahead and join this part and do the same thing for the other side. Just go ahead and sew like so, and you're good to go. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to also sew in the inner parts like you see me doing. I'm just going to pin that, and I'm going to sew this, and I'll show you guys what we have. So this is after I'm done sewing this pant. I've gone ahead to stitch those parts like so, and I went in with 1/2 inch on both sides. So this is the remaining pieces for my other fabric. I don't have enough fabric for that part. I'm going to join this together in order to create my rope for a pant. So the next thing I did was just to turn this fabric like you see, and I'm going to go ahead to top stitch that part where we have the pockets both sides. I'm going to top stitch it, and I'm going to make sure that the top stitching is facing the front side of my pants and not the back side. So afterwards, I'm going to go ahead to take the measurement, the round measurement of my pants. I'm going to go ahead and take my round measurement. So go ahead and do the same if you're following along, and please follow along to get this. So whatever I have here, I'm going to use it to cut my band. So I've gone ahead to interface my band, and I'm just going to go ahead from this end. This is where I'm going to sew, and I'm going to go ahead to measure out the length of my pants because I just cut like a very long string. I'm going to measure the length of my pants, and I'm just going to cut like adding extra 1/2 inch for the sewing allowance. This is just a 1/2 inch that I added on both sides. I'm just going to go ahead to place it like so, and I'm going to cut the excess. So go ahead and do the same depending on the elastic band that you want to use. For me, I want to use 2-inch elastic band. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut that like so. So what I have here is the length of my pants plus 5 inch on the other side, which is going to be, after I'm done folding, I'll be left with 2.5. So this part is the part we're going to sew and leave space where we're going to put our rope. So I've gone ahead to sew that part and I left space. What I did was just to fold this and give it a good press, and I'm going to go ahead to top stitch that part. And this is what I have after I'm done with the top stitching. I'm going to go ahead to fold this like you see me doing, because I've gone ahead to top stitch this. I'm going to fold like so, and this is what I have. I'm just going to go ahead to place this together. Where we have that opening that the rope is going to be on the front. I'll just go ahead to set this like so, and I'm going to go ahead to sew, creating a little space where our elastic band is going to be. So I'm done sewing this, and this is what we have now, guys. So mind you, like I said, there's a space where you're going to put your elastic band. So for me, this is where I created a space where I'm going to insert my elastic band on this pattern, and this is what we have. And for this part, we're going to come to it later, and I've gone ahead to fold my down part of my pants with the allowance that I have, and I'm just going to go ahead to insert my elastic. So this is a 2-inch elastic band, so I'm just going to go ahead to measure out 25 inches from this elastic. So 25 inches is just normal, like it will fit properly depending on from size, small to medium. 25 is okay for you. So I'll just go ahead to cut this out like you see me doing, and I'm going to go ahead to insert this elastic on that place, that opening that we had earlier on. I'm going to put this elastic from that opening. I'm going to drag it inside till it covers the round waistband. So like you see me doing, just go ahead and do the same for yours. This is quite easy. Just go ahead and take your time and insert the elastic to the band. So afterwards, I'm going to take the both together like you see me doing here. Then I'm going to use the pin to hold it in place. And the next thing I'm going to do is to take this to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch this part. Like you see, I'm going to stitch it out. So I've gone ahead to stitch this out. I've gone ahead to stitch this up. I'm going to push this inside my band, and I'm going to close that part of the band. I'm just going to sew that part and close that part. And the next thing I'm going to do is to push this elastic to distribute it evenly to my band. So go ahead and do the same. Try to distribute the band, because it will be very tight if you don't distribute it. So you have to distribute it equally. So while I'm doing this, I'm trying to use a pin to hold it in place. Like I did hold it like in 6 or 8 places, so it will stay in place. And I'm just going to go ahead to take it to my sewing machine. Looking at what you see now, you see that each and every one of these are equal. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, and from that front part where we have the opening where the rope is going to pass through, I'm going to stitch from that part with 1/2 inch in the upper part of my band. And while I stitch, I make sure that I drag. So while you drag, it helps the bands and the material to stay in the same place. So that means you're distributing the bands at the same place. So what I do is to take off the pin, and I'm going to stretch from where the other pin stops. I'm going to stretch from that end. I'm going to hold from that end like you see me doing. I'm going to just drag it like so, and I'm going to sew. So just do the same for yours. This is quite an easy method. What you need to do is just to drag, hold in place where you distribute your elastic. Make sure that all of them are sitting properly, and stretch it and sew along. So you just have to do till you get to the end point of where you start from. So after I'm done, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, which is where the hole that we left for our elastic. This part where we're going to keep our elastic, I'm going to create a space from that end, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did for the first place. I'm just going to place my needle and drag this like you see me doing. And the more I drag, the more I sew. This is just like a very simple method. It's very quite easy, but you have to take your time to do this. You don't have to rush it. Just take your time to do this, and you find your palazzo pants looking very pretty and clean. So afterwards, I'll just go ahead to show you guys what we have, and this is exactly what we have. I've gone ahead to stitch that part like you can see, and there is a space in between where we have the pin, where we have the hole that we're going to insert our rope. So I'll just go ahead to insert my rope with a broom. I'm just going to set the broom inside and I'm going to insert it. So go ahead and do the same. And if you've watched to this point and you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comment or suggestion or any video that you want me to recreate for you guys, please state it on the comment section. The next thing I did was just to drag the rope out, and this is what we have. This is literally the end of this video. Look how beautiful this two Ankara combo is looking. So if you want to try this baggy palazzo pants, please let me know on the comment section. And if this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and please state on the comment section that you enjoyed this video, and do wait to check out any of my video. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.